talk to the young people. He wanted to be able to touch this next generation. And so I really have the utmost respect for Turning Point, for Ole Miss, the college, for making that decision that they're going to make sure that the students get in first. And so there have been a lot of people who were hoping that they would get to go to this event this evening, and I think that they have a wait list, but I'm pretty sure there are going to be so many students that show up. There's probably not going to be much room. It will be live streamed, I believe. I know it will be live streamed through the Turning Point USA official pages, and then I believe Fox is going to have it. I know that they are supposed to sit down with Erica for kind of her first sit down interview. So a lot of attention to the Ole Miss campus, and just to honor the legacy of Charlie Kirk, who died for what he believed in. And I think that we should all be that convicted. We should all care about the truth so much that we are willing to risk our lives for it. And that's exactly what he did. He gave his life to speak truth and to speak into these young people. And I get excited. I don't know about you, but I get excited when I see young people, teenagers and college ages, engaged and caring about their country. They have such a love for their country. That makes me excited for the future. I did not feel that way when I was a teenager. Those were not my interests. It took me much longer to see the importance of standing up for what's right politically. So that's refreshing and exciting, and I hope that we see that continue, that we do not let the assassination of Charlie Kirk be in vain, that we make sure that his legacy lives on through this organization. And I think this truly is a turning point, and I feel sure that when he named his organization Turning Point USA, he had no idea what that would mean one day. That his life and death are truly a turning point in the world we live in today. So it's going to be exciting to see this play out on the campus of Ole Miss later on today. I've heard rumblings that there will be protesting or other events in protest of this one done being held by Democrats. And, I just pray that it all remains peaceful. That's my prayer for today, that it just all can remain peaceful. I did get to talk with the president of that chapter, Leslie, yesterday, and I did record it. I hope that I can get it to play. I would love for you guys to be able to hear from her. This is the first time I have done that, so we're gonna try it. If it doesn't work, I'll figure it out and and let you guys hear it another time, but hopefully we can make that work. She, again, just really impressed with her, and she's got a great head on her shoulders. I think they have a wonderful person over there at Ole Miss running their chapter, their Turning Point USA chapter. We're gonna take a break. I'm gonna see if I can get this up and maybe able to play it. And we will be right back here on WIAB 103.9, The Lindsay Beckham Show. Stay with us. WIAB 103.9, The Lindsay Beckham Show. Stay with us.
103.9 WYAB. Did you know that the average 6-room house collects 40 pounds of dust each year? Local business Pure Air Consultants duct cleaning service can rid your home of the dust, dirt, and debris that may be caught in your air ducts. They can eliminate the mold, fungi, and microbes that might be growing inside your ductwork and polluting the air you breathe in your home. Mention WYAB and receive a free UV light with system replacement. Visit online at mypureairconsultants.com. mypureairconsultants.com.
Friday night lights, family, and a hot Johnny's Pizza House pizza on the table. Now, that's our kind of hustle. Make it a sweep the kitchen and bring everyone together. Johnny's Pizza House. Let's share a slice. Here in the South, we keep our football loud and our pizza loaded. Grab a Johnny's Pizza House, sweep the kitchen, and cheer on your hometown team. Johnny's Pizza House. Let's share a slice.
Americans for Prosperity is Mississippi's and the country's leading grassroots organization dedicated to promoting economic freedom and personal liberty. Americans for Prosperity advocates for limited government, free market policies, and empowering individuals. When given freedom and opportunity, Americans are capable of extraordinary things. If you are ready to make a difference in our community and want to get involved, then visit americansforprosperity.org. Be a part of positive change at americansforprosperity.org. Paid for by Americans for Prosperity.
Why don't you mind your own business?
Mind my own business? What's that supposed to mean?
No, I was just thinking about all of the news of tax changes, insurance changes, regulations that are being passed down to business owners. I don't have the time to keep growing and to keep up with changing payroll regulations.
I know. It seems like all I do is handle employee-related problems.
You know, I hear PeopleLease can help.
How can they help?
PeopleLease can handle our payroll, taxes, employee benefits, and workers' compensation. They even offer an affordable and customizable 401k program and a 24/7 online human resources support center for all my HR needs.
Think of all the time we'll save letting PeopleLease handle our payroll and benefits administration. I'll be busy growing my business and letting PeopleLease take care of the rest.
Sounds like a good business plan with PeopleLease.
Let PeopleLease mind your business so you can mind your own business. Call now 601-987-3025. That's 601-987-3025. Or visit freepayrollquotes.com for your free quote.
Our flag was still there. The official 250th celebration flag is available at a complete flag source on I-55 North in Jackson. It's just one way you can show your appreciation for the greatest country on earth. Flags for all occasions. International and state flags too. Flagpole construction available. You can check it out at CompleteFlags.com. A complete flag source, I-55 North in Jackson.
Looking for adventure, amazing food, and a little relaxation all in one place? You'll find it at Cypress Point Resort in Brandon. Load up the family and experience a real drive-through safari, petting zoo, and thrilling guided Jeep tours. Then slow it down with mouth-watering steaks at the steakhouse, or grab drinks and live music at the tavern. Planning a wedding or reunion? Cypress Point Resort has beautiful venues and cozy lodging. Ready for your big day or just a weekend escape? It's everything you love about the outdoors with a touch of luxury. Cypress Point Resort. Wild fun right around the corner.
If you want the best health care, where do you go? The Mayo Clinic. If you want the best care for your vehicle, where do you go? Mayo Auto Clinic in Raymond. Mayo Auto Clinic does foreign and domestic vehicles and diesel repair. Mayo Auto Clinic has ASE certified techs with over 25 years of experience. You can extend the life of your car or truck when you take it to Mayo Auto Clinic. For cost-effective repairs and maintenance, go to the best Mayo Auto Clinic. Open weekdays at 7 a.m. Highway 18 in Raymond.
Welcome back to the Lindsay Beckham Show, where we are coming to you live at 50,000 watts now. So they have done a major upgrade, and our station and programming is now able to be reached by people who are much further away than before. I don't know all the technical terms for that, but what I know is that it is going to make our voices carry farther and clearer and louder. So that's always a good thing when you get an upgrade like that. Something that our station owner Matt's been working on for a very, very long time. I know he is extremely glad that it has finally come to fruition. So WIB is a great place to partner with. If you want to sponsor any of our shows, any of our hosts here, know that now the station will be reaching much further than ever before. So we have Chip Matthews on from 6 to 7. The Clay Edwards Show is from 7 to 9. We have Andrew Gosser from 10 to 12, and then myself from 12 to 1. Then Kim Wade, Radio Strongman, coming in from 4 to 6. We've still got Mike Madison on 2 days a week at 9. I adore Mike Madison. We think a lot alike on a lot of different things. Neither one of us were the biggest Donald Trump fans. But, I say all the time, I cannot complain when it comes to the issues that I'm involved with and the things that I care so deeply about. That's one thing Donald Trump has done. He has kept his promises and done the things that he said he was going to do. Keeping females safe in safe places, keeping men out of women's sports, removing the DEI from schools. All things that are very important to me, as they are to lots of moms. 601-879-0002 is the number to call in. You can text our text line 601-879-4648 as well. School choice. Speaking of, school choice is something that Donald Trump is very concerned with. He has made sure that it is a big part of our Republican Party platform. In fact, it's number 7 when you go and look at the Republican Party platform. It talks about parental rights and it talks about school choice and how he's not going to stop until this administration is not going to stop until every single child and parent have options. Of course, here in Mississippi, we get a lot of pushback on that. It's not been something that we've been able to get done. I also think that's a big part of why we have not been able to get a parental bill of rights through the legislature, because there are people who are so opposed to school choice that they don't want a parent's bill of rights through that says that parents should have the power concerning their children. It just seems like common sense to me. But there are a group of people who care deeply about making sure we get this done and that we get it done right, that we do it correctly, and that we put parents back in the driver's seat. Because we know every child is unique and individual. They all have different needs. We know there are children who are bullied. We know that there are failing schools within districts that aren't failing districts, and they're stuck there. We know that there are special needs children who need more options. We know that there are children in schools who don't offer the subjects and classes that they're interested in. So how do we fix it? Well, it's pretty simple. We let the money follow the child. We let the money be used to educate the child, that each individual child can be educated to what best suits their individual needs. So I had Nathan Sanders on last Friday from Ed Choice, incredible organization. If you missed that, you can go back and watch that show, or you can look up their data. They have all the data. They do all the studies, and they take all those numbers and they lay them out in a way that you can look at them and understand. And it's just overwhelmingly clear that parents want more options for their children. So EdChoice is an amazing organization. Americans for Prosperity, who sponsors this show, Starla, who's the state director in Mississippi, she worked in Florida. She worked with AFP in Florida for a very long time. She helped get school choice through there. And it's something that's very near and dear to her heart. She works on tirelessly day in and day out here in the state of Mississippi. Leah Ferretti with Mississippi Ready, who's been on the show several times, she's kind of made it her mission. She realized when her son was diagnosed with dyslexia, she realized we didn't have the services needed. And so she started this mission to make it happen. She went back to school and got her master's so that she could go into her child's school and be able to work with him and the therapies that he needed because the schools didn't offer it. Empower Mississippi, another organization that really cares about school choice. Many different groups coming together. Moms for Liberty. Obviously, we believe it's the fundamental right of a parent to raise their child in the way they see fit, not the way the government sees fit, but the way they see fit. And that's just so important. No one else knows what's best for my 5 children than I do. No one knows how they learn better than I do. No one knows what makes them tick like I do. No one wants the very best for my 5 children more than I do. And it makes sense. I'm their mama. Of course, that's accurate. Of course, that's the case, as I'm sure it is with just about all parents and children. So why not? Why not give me the ability to make the decisions that affect my children? Now, I found out recently that there was a certain curriculum being used in our schools, or in at least 2 elementary schools in Madison County. And it broke my heart. I was shocked. I was angry because this is curriculum that I've been seeing from different chapters throughout my organization. And I had seen examples. I knew what was in it, seen it with my own 2 eyes. So there was no questioning what I knew was in this material. And so when I verified that this was actually what my children's elementary school was using as their ELA curriculum, mad's an understatement. I was angry and confused. How did this get here? I mean, I have my ideas, obviously. I know that all of the things that we are finding in schools that are inappropriate for children, they're all coming from the top down. It's all starting at the US Department of Education and trickling down into the state departments of education, and then they control what each individual school district or each individual school is able to implement. So, of course, I mean, I know that right away because I've been doing this for so long. You figure out where the problem is. You figure out where the problem is coming from. But I've posted several different snippets from the teacher's manual. And so that's the problem too. Like a lot of this material is not bad. But then when you look at the way the teachers are instructed to present the material, which by the way, this is not a social studies class. These aren't history classes. This is ELA, English Language Arts. And when you see the way that the teachers are instructed to share this material with the students, it's awful and it's disgusting and it's divisive. It's racist. It's Marxist is what it is. So I met at my children's school with their principal, with 2 of the deputy superintendents, and with the person from the district office who is over curriculum itself. I haven't talked about that meeting yet, but I'm going to right after this break when we get back. So y'all stay with us. I have a lot that I want to share with you about that, how that went, what my opinion is now. And we're going to break all that down right here on the Lindsay Beckham Show. Stay with us. We'll be right back. The Lindsay Beckham Show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
.1039 WYAB.
Pure Air Consultants has always been your go-to for reliable and affordable heating and cooling systems, and now we are offering day and night brand to avoid the 25 to 30% increases that everyone is talking about. With day and night, Pure Air Consultants professionals can install a reliable system with a 10-year system warranty, and right now receive $20 off on service diagnostic fees. Call us today, 601-939-7420, mypureairconsultants.com.
Friday night lights, family, and a hot Johnny's Pizza House pizza on the table. Now that's our kind of hustle. Make it a sweep the kitchen and bring everyone together. Johnny's Pizza House. Let's share a slice. Here in the South, we keep our football loud and our pizza loaded. Grab a Johnny's Pizza House, sweep the kitchen, and cheer on your hometown team. Johnny's Pizza House. Let's share a slice.
Nick Bain served Mississippi for over a decade in the State House. During that time, he fought for our children by protecting them against explicit materials pushed by the woke agenda. He protected taxpayers by streamlining government and helped create policies that have made Mississippi better. Nick and his team at Bain Bowen will use the same tenacity in helping you with all your legal matters. Call them today at 601-953-2994. Find Nick online at bainbowen.com. That's BAIN Bowen.com.
CBS News Brief. Hurricane Melissa has left a trail of destruction across Cuba, Haiti, and Jamaica. Meteorologist Jessica Birch is tracking things.
It left major impacts for our friends down into Jamaica. We're still seeing about 6 inches of rain left. We're also seeing about 25 inches expected over into eastern Cuba.
In Haiti, at least 25 people died due to flooding. In Cuba, houses have collapsed. More than 130 people have died in the bloodiest Brazilian police raid against drug gangs in Rio's history. Dozens of bodies were in the streets. 4 police officers were also killed. The government shutdown continues, as does the finger pointing. House Speaker Mike Johnson.
Polling this week confirms that over 70% of the American people believe the Democratic Party is out of touch. And amazingly to us, still every day, they turn their backs on more and more hardworking American families.
On Wall Street, stocks are higher. CBS News Brief. I'm Cammie McCormick.
ABS causes mass hysteria by providing office tech that actually does its job.
Relax. At Advantage Business Systems, we know office technology isn't that exciting, but we do know it is life-changing. Work-life-changing, that is. Because the latest copiers, printers, mailing machines, and even telephone systems can keep your office running smoothly. Visit absms.com. Advantage Business Systems, helping your business do business.
Hey, Rankin County, swing by the locally owned and award-winning 042 Wine and Spirits on Highway 80 next to Sonny's Barbecue in Brandon today. We've got one of the largest selections around with over 200 bourbons and whiskeys to ignite your taste buds, more than 50 vodkas, 50-plus tequilas, 30-plus rums, and ready-to-drink cocktails, as well as premium scotches. And get this, we've got over 400 wines in stock for the perfect pairing anytime. Discover your new favorites today at 042 Wine and Spirits right next to Sonny's Barbecue, Highway 80, Cross Gates, Brandon. Burgers, blues, barbecue, the name says it all. At our spots in Madison, downtown Brandon, and Flowood at Dogwood, dive into mouth-watering award-winning burgers and barbecue like our tender brisket and savory pulled pork that'll have you licking your fingers clean. Our B3 Catering Company can handle any job from 5 to 5,000 people, and with 2 food trucks ready for all your special events. Check out the all-new burgersblues.com to view our full menu, order carryout, and delivery by locally owned Take a Break Deliveries.
My name is Terry Parkinson. I'm with the Madison County Co-op in Canton. We're about a block southeast of the square. It's the deer time of year. We've got food plot seed from BWI, J&J Bagging, Bookbusters out of Louisiana, and Kelly Seed out of Alabama. We've got all the attractants, ryegrass. We got clovers. We sell a lot of sportsman condos, the game cams, just about anything you're going to want. Madison County Co-op in Canton is low or lower than most of our competitors.
This is Jack Hoffman. For nearly 31 years, Tico Steakhouse has been a staple of fine dining in Jackson, Mississippi. Dad has long since desired for me to come work alongside him. And now that I'm here, I would like to invite you to come experience our family tradition of our hospitality, sizzling steaks, and healthy poured beverages. Our dining rooms are open and we are taking reservations. Our private rooms are also available along with takeout. Call today or stop in and experience Tico's in the second generation.
Tico's Steakhouse, East County Line Road in Ridgeland, 601-956-1030.
Come together.
Welcome back to the Lindsay Beckham Show, where we are coming to you live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. 601-879-0002 is the number to call in. 601-879-4648 is our text line. We did get a text from Will, who said that he's from Yazoo City, and his response to school choice is that he finds it funny that some of the people who are against school choice are school administrators whose paychecks on parents not being able to have the choice of where to send their kids to school. So I think what he's saying is, these administrators and superintendents, a lot of them make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and they don't want their salaries cut. They don't want their paychecks, the amount of their paychecks to go down because money is going to fund students, which is what it's for. Anyway. Yes, I completely agree. I believe in funding our students and not a bureaucratic top-down system. I think that's not at all what's best for our children. So I did meet at my children's school, their elementary school, Monday morning, and I had shared with them through email some concerns that I had. We have a chapter in Tennessee that did an amazing job. I think it was about 16 parents that spent hundreds of hours going through this wit and wisdom curriculum with a very fine-tooth comb and pulling the things that they thought were questionable or inappropriate for children. So I sent a lot of their work to our school officials so they had a chance to look at what I was looking at, to see what I was seeing, to see where my concerns were coming from, and then to be able to respond to those concerns. So I met with my children's principal, 2 of the assistant superintendents, the person from the district office, Madison County Schools, who is over curriculum, who, by the way, went through everything I sent her. I mean, there was a video, a PowerPoint with almost 200 slides that was about an hour and a half long that she went through every bit of, because she wanted to see what I was seeing. The way that it has been explained to me is that the Mississippi State Department of Education recommends a few options for ELA curriculum. They showed me those. And I find it funny that we don't do it district wide. I know a lot of places, if you adopt an ELA curriculum in one elementary school, you're usually going to adopt it in every elementary school throughout the district. That's not the way that it works in Madison County, though. Each individual school gets to decide which curriculum they want in that particular school. So that's why there are only 2 elementary schools with this certain curriculum. Madison Station, who has been using it for, this is the 8th year, and then Mansdale Lower, not upper, just our lower elementary school, and this is their first year using it. What I did find out was that at Madison Station, it is not used in kindergarten or first grade. They start in second grade. Now, second grade is when Wit and Wisdom has 9 weeks worth of civil rights and social justice, which I think is absurd because a second grader cannot understand any of that. They do not teach that module. So that 9-week span is just removed, because what I learned, what they told me, is that they have to match this curriculum to the standards that Mississippi has adopted. So there are a list of standards, and you can find those on the Mississippi Department of Education website, but they have those laid out by grade. So in Mississippi, civil rights does not come in on our standards until 4th or 5th grade. I can't remember exactly, but it's not second grade. So they don't even look at that 9 weeks worth of this curriculum, which that's where a lot of the questionable content came from. But also, like I was saying earlier, there are some assignments that I don't find anything wrong with. I just don't like the way the teacher's manual instructs the teachers to teach it. Well, we talked about that as well. They had looked at the lawsuit that was filed partly by my organization in Tennessee. They had seen the case. They had looked through all of that. They had seen what was presented in Tennessee, what was ruled in Tennessee. Now, in Tennessee, they were not made to get rid of the entire curriculum, but they were made to get rid of certain parts of it. And so what I understand is that those same parts are not being used in Madison County schools because they had already gone through and pulled only things that align with our standards. So that does make me feel a lot better. We talked about the Mansdale Elementary implementing this same curriculum this year for the first time, and how they were going to make sure that those teachers and instructors there know not to be concerned about certain parts of it that they don't feel comfortable teaching, because those are not parts that are to be used in Madison County schools. And I do get it. I do get that it is hard. You're hard pressed to find a curriculum that's not going to have some of this garbage in it, because it is all coming from the top down. It's the top down approach. That's why we need to defund the Department of Education completely, put it all back in the hands of the state, so that we don't have to be forced to use woke curriculum in our schools. I feel a lot better than I felt before the meeting. What I do know is that we have some incredible teachers in Madison County. Amazing teachers. And I said this on the show the other day, and I'll say it again. My kids have been in school at Mansdale Elementary and also at Madison Station, and Emily Mulholland and Kara Davis, who are the two principals of those schools, have been wonderful to me and my family. I don't ever think that they would knowingly put inappropriate content in our schools. I was very appreciative that they heard me. They dug through everything that I sent them, and they let me know that this is not gonna be in our schools. These activities and these concerning parts of this curriculum have been pulled. And, I mean, I think that that was a really smart thing for them to do in the first place, because this is content that there are lawsuits being filed over, and parents are winning. We just got a ruling out of Maryland, went all the way to the Supreme Court. And I've talked about it on the show before. My friend Rosalind spoke at the Supreme Court on this case, and we won. It's called Mahmood versus Taylor. And it says that parents must be given the right to opt out, to opt their children out of things that they don't agree with, things that they have religious objections to. And I'm sorry, but I have a major religious, problem with teaching gender fluidity in first grade and teaching demons and demonic powers and cannibalism in any grade, for that matter. I mean, I do believe that violates my religious rights as a parent. So we are protected now by that Supreme Court case when it comes to religious objections on things your kids are being presented with in school. They also all reassured me that if there was ever an assignment that I didn't like, or a book that I was not okay with, that they would always be willing to give alternate assignments, which I think is important. I had to do that last year with my 7th grader at the time. I had to call the school and say, "Hey, she's not reading this book. I don't want my 7th grader reading about wet dreams and a man having dreams and fantasies about washing a naked woman's body. No, thank you. We're going to have an alternate assignment here." And we did. But it's just so important that parents stay hypervigilant in what their kids are learning and the assignments they're being given, because there's no textbook that they come home with anymore for you to look through. It's not how it works these days. We got to take our last break. Y'all stay with us. We will be right back here to wrap things up on this Wednesday here on The Lindsay Beckham Show. Up on this Wednesday here on The Lindsay Beckham Show.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
Have you been injured through no fault of your own? Do you know your rights? Don Evans does. Do you really believe that the insurance company would disclose all information to you? Don Evans will make sure that you are fully informed. It costs nothing to discuss your case. From car wrecks to malpractice, Don Evans will make you and your family whole again. Don Evans won't ever charge unless he collects for you. Call Don for a free, no-obligation consultation at 601-969-2006.
It's time to fall into savings at Mazda of Jackson. With ball games, road trips, and all the busyness, don't miss a thing. With 2.9% financing for 36 months on a new 2025 Mazda CX-5. Or get 2.9% financing for 63 months on the 2025 CX-90. 1-year maintenance is included on your new vehicle purchase. And take advantage of the pre-tariff inventory that's almost gone. Shop online at MazdaofJackson.com or visit Mazda of Jackson, I-55 Frontage Road in Jackson.
Hello, I'm Gary Jolly from the Tractor Store. LS Tractor understands your passion for the land, and just like you, LS Tractor is committed to excellence and superior products. LS Tractor comes with a long list of standard features that are unmatched by other brands and backed with the LS commitment to provide exceptional customer service and satisfaction. You get a lot more for your money with the LS Tractor. Come to the Tractor Store in Richland to experience the LS difference. The Tractor Store in Richland.
On Sunday, November 2nd, join us for a festive celebration at Green Oaks 65th Christmas Open House. Entry is free. Bring the whole family for a day filled with Christmas cheer. Shop Green Oaks' exclusive Christmas collection. Enjoy delicious food, door prizes, and special discounts on store merchandise. It's a day of family fun and festive cheer that you won't want to miss. That's Green Oaks Christmas Open House on Sunday, November 2nd at 5009 Old Canton Road next to Palm Bridges Park from 12:30 to 4. Follow us on social media at Green Oak MS or visit us online at greenoakms.com.
Pure Air Consultants has always been your go-to for reliable and affordable heating and cooling systems, and now we are offering day and night brand to avoid the 25 to 30% increases that everyone is talking about. With day and night, Pure Air Consultants professionals can install a reliable system with a 10-year system warranty, and right now receive $20 off on service diagnostic fees. Call us today, 601-939-7420, mypureairconsultants.com. I'm speaking with Lee Bounds of Rapid Rate Mortgage. How does real estate agent Rita Jensen succeed when time is of the essence?
In today's market, it is so important to communicate and close on time. Typically have 30 days to close, get a home inspection, appraisal, title work, that kind of thing is a mortgage process. And a realtor relationship is so important. With a realtor like Rita Jensen with Remax Connection, she helps us to close on time.
RitaJensen.net. Here's a word from John White, the owner of Two Gun Tactical in Flowood and Ridgeland.
I carry a gun every day, all the time. Last year in America, 2 million legal guns were pulled, and it stopped the threat. So I'm really wearing a firearm just to stop the threat. There's more likelihood of me just pulling it and not using it than there is using it. TwoGunTactical.com, TwoGunTactical.com.
Two Gun Tactical, the South's only country club.
Business owners, tired of drowning in payroll, compliance, and back office headaches? P-Police has your back. P-Police can free you from the never-ending grind of employee administration, such as time and attendance, onboarding, background checks, even business insurance. While you focus on growing your business, P-Police handles the paperwork. Stop stressing and start succeeding. Partner with P-Police, locally based in Ridgeland. Visit ppolice.com and get back to business.
Come together.
We are back here on the Lindsay Beckham Show. We got about less than a minute left, but let you know that we will have Rance Bilbo from the GOP, the state GOP headquarters. He'll be with us on Monday. So that will be the day before the election, our next election. So there'll be lots to talk about as far as the election is concerned and the GOP's stance on school choice. You don't want to miss that. So put that on your calendars for Monday. We'll be right here live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi Studios. Get over there and see them today. You will not regret it. And I will be back here tomorrow. Same time, same place. See you then. Bye.